What's up, everybody? It's John Superstar's coming out to the brand new video. How's everyone doing today? Hey, we're going to dive back into our archives today. We're going to take a look at this set here of 1981 Donruss baseball cards, a complete set. It was hand collated back in 1985 when we purchased it from one of our LCSs here in the Pittsburgh area. And it's been sitting upstairs, boxed up since that time. And I want to say about a month ago I pulled it out and put it all in this nice binder that we actually got through a Donruss product. So I thought it was kind of fitting that we put that set in this little binder here. That was from a Donruss collector's kit that we done a video on a few months back. So we're gonna take a look at this set. There's one card here. The first card's kind of damaged that somehow got caught underneath the cards near the end. These were not like put in order originally, and so I had to go through and do all that. So there was probably like probably the second time that these have been touched. Once by the LCS and then once by me putting them in this binder. So this is a great year of Donruss. It's their inaugural year of the cards. It was the only year that Donruss had bubblegum in the cards. Fortunately, the bubblegum did not ruin any of these, and I don't think there's really any kind of residue on these cards either. So I think that what happened was they got these, opened them immediately, and then transferred them to like a 500 count box, 1,000 count box, whatever it was in originally. And there's a little bit about the set, 605 cards in the set. Long list on PSA of the valuable cards. Just run down the names here, no values because it's going to take forever here. Ozzie Smith, Mike Schmidt, Steve Carlton, Johnny Bench, George Brett, Ricky Henderson, Pete Rose with a missed number on the back here. Willie Stargell, Johnny Bench again, Reggie Jackson, Pete Rose again, Nolan Ryan, Pete Rose, Tom Seaver, Reggie Jackson, Tim Raines rookie card, and then Mike Schmidt again. So there's 30 cards in here with variations. Some of these cards I just mentioned are the players that have variation cards in this. Aside from the Raines rookie, there's a couple other key rookies in here. Joe Charbonneau, who won Rookie of the Year. Who else? Mookie Wilson, Jeff Reardon, and there's lots of errors in these cards. I'm not going to go through all those, but let's dive into this. All right, look at that. This is the card that's damaged. You can kind of see the crease in the middle. What happened was that this card got caught near the end of the set in the box and must have gotten pushed down. I wasn't even aware of it until we pulled it out. So there's that card. There's Ozzie Smith, the Wiz, starts us out. Look at that Raleigh fingers. These cards are beautiful. They are crisp. They are clean. The centering on these actually are not too bad. Some of them you'll see are bad, but that's a great card right there. And let's just go through this very quickly and find out who else we can see in here. There's Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. Push this up this way. Mark Fidrich, Dave Rosema. Here's the back of what these cards look like. Now, some of them you can see got a little discolored there. Why, I'm not sure. Those Raleigh fingers is the back there. You can see there. So you had the full name, the vitals, the career highlights, and then they have the year of 1980 plus their lifetime stats below that. So let's keep going here. Here's Mike Schmidt. Beautiful card. It was Willie Stargell. Let's see. Marino the Antelope. One of the Phillies now. This is Bum on the Rangers. So you'll see like a random card of a player team like in between sometimes too. There's the Rangers, old Texas Rangers uniforms there. Richie Zisk is on to the Blue Jays. So there's like Steve Carlton. This is an insert. No, it's a regular card. So you can see how they just sometimes these players will show up and then we're on to the Mets. There's Lee Mazzilli, Stearns, Roy Jackson. On to the White Sox, Lamar Johnson. Who else? Ed Farmer. On to the Mariners. So we may see these teams at multiple times too during this set, I believe. I don't think there was any real rhyme or reason to the order of the cards as far as the numbering goes. There's Rod Carew, beautiful card there, lost center. On to some Phillies, or Gary Maddox just slides in there. Then we're on to the Dodgers. Steve Garvey, I believe he's up for the Hall of Fame, or maybe the voting already happened for him. I don't think he made it in if it did happen. Don Sutton, Hall of Famer there. On to the Reds, Ray Knight, Johnny Bench, beautiful card. Mario Soto. George Foster, one of my favorites. That card's actually really, look at the centering on that thing. For a Donruss card, that's pretty good. I'd say that the front is definitely like a 9 or a 10. Look at that. Can you believe that? And then, you know, you've Keith Hernandez. You've seen these cards. You've seen me pull them out of like Fairfield boxes, things like that. Open up a few packs. The centering was really awful on a lot of those cards. But these, most of them are you know, pretty good. One of the Giants here is Eddie Whitson. Indians by Hargrove. Some Braves there. And our Brave player, Gene Garber, and the Giants kind of there now into the Indians. There's Joe Charbonneau rookie card. Pretty sweet. So that's pretty good too, man. Cecil Cooper, a little off. So you can see how off-center that one is, for example. That's how a lot of them are. All right, Heisel trying to sneak out of the page. Moose Haas. Love saying that name. Good pitcher back in the day for the Brewers. Larry Parrish. There's Gary Carter, Hall of Famer there. Rest in peace. So some more Expos. Some Red Sox. There's Dennis Eckersley way off center. Look at that. Not good. Glenn Hoffman, I think that's his rookie card there. Yastrzemski again, off center. Yeah, all these Red Sox ones are completely off center. So this is Bob Horner for the Atlanta Braves there. It's George Brett, off center. It's a shame, but still great condition, these cards. It's unreal. Greg Nettles, Amos Otis, Rennie Martin. That sounds like a game show host, doesn't it? Tommy John. All right, on Lou Piniella right there. Then on some A's. We're going to see Henderson coming up hopefully soon. Bobby Mercer. Oh, no, Orioles. We got tricked by the Mickey Klutz card there. Dempsey, Eddie Murray. What's that, third-year card for him, I believe. Center on that's pretty good, too. Wow. Maybe it's a smidge off, but still really, really good. Ken Singleton. So there's the A's, Revering. We're going to get a few more here. Yeah, Mike Norris. Here's Henderson. So this is way off center card. I think we actually pulled one of these from a pack. Or maybe it was 82. I got to look and see. I can't remember. We bought one of those fun bags that Donruss put out. We did like two of those videos, maybe 3. But one of them had 81 cards in there. So then the Padres here. So no Mr. Gwynn because he wasn't in the league at this point yet. Still in the minors. With Richie Hebner on to the Tigers. There's Jack Morris. Cool. Lost center, but still a great card. Look at that. There's Pops, Willie Stargell, and there's Pete Rose. Might be the insert. So here's what these inserts, these variations, look like. You can see there. And this is like the regular cards. Like the Rose variation will have more language on the back. Burt Blyleven, Hall of Famer. Dave Parker, Cobra. I think he was in the Hall of Fame ballot too. Deserves to be in, I'll tell you what. Unbelievable play. I'm not saying that because I'm partial to our Pirates, but he was just really, really good. Ken Forsch. J.R. Richard, another good pitcher back in the day, back then. There's some Phillies, Larry Boa. He just snuck in there too, amongst the Astros. Frank LaCorte, Denny Walling. Buddy Bell. So some Rangers players, Ferguson Jenkins. Hall of Famer there. Danny Darwin with the hair flap. Yes. Always had the worst haircuts. I think later on, as his career winded down, he started cutting that. But boy, that's bad. That was a look back then. I had it. I remember getting yelled at. Why do you want to have hair over your ears? And it was like the thing to do. And, you know, kids made fun of you, too, if your ears show for some weird reason. Kids can be cruel, you know. So, but as time went on, I wised up and got rid of that, too. Mine was not nearly as bad as that. Just a little bit over the ear. So on to some Mets. There's Jeff Reardon's rookie card there. White Sox, Jim Morrison. You can see the old White Sox uniforms. Those are sweet. I don't know if they use these in any of the throwback, when they do the throwback jerseys for the White Sox. If you're a White Sox fan, you're watching this, let me know, because this is awesome. I love this uniform. It's incredible. There's Lamar Hoyt. That's a rookie card, too. That Bosley. Julio Cruz just kind of sliding in there. No, oh no, Del Unser was just kind of sliding in there onto the Mariners. Joe Simpson, he kind of was okay for them back then. Shane Raleigh, okay pitcher for the Mariners back in the day. So here's a variation of Rod Carews card. That's really nice. Freddie Patek. So onto some Angels now. Frank Tanana. Joe Rudy, longtime Oakland Athletics player, outfielder there on the Angels. On to some Dodgers. So here's the regular Steve Carvey card, I believe, of the Dodgers. Greg Luzinski kind of sliding in there. Some more Dodgers. Bob Welch. I don't know if that's a rookie or not for him. Dusty Baker, Rudy Law. On some Reds. Dave Concepcion. Here's Johnny Bench again. It's one of the PSA cards. Mike Lacoste. Some Braves player, Brian Asselstein. Kind of sliding in there. Some more Reds. Ken Griffey Sr. There's Gary Templeton. Before he went over to the Padres. And, yes. Cardinals right there. So if you want more information about this, go to Cardboard Connection. They have a lot of info about the this year of Donruss in general, stuff I'm talking about here. But then you can also see like the Aaron variations list there too. So here we're on to some Giants. We're Camp just kind of sliding there. Now we're on Andre Thornton. So we're like kind of flip-flopping all over here with teams. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to the way they numbered these cards. Brewers, Jimmy Ganter, Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer there, lost center. Beautiful card, though. Sexto Lescano. Some one Braves, Bruce Benedict down on the Expos. Rodney Scott, love the Expos. Love them. Roland Office, what a name. Andre Dawson, the Hawk, Hall of Famer, right there. Obviously off center. Bill the Spaceman Lee. Okay, so now on to some Red Sox. I was looking at Jerry Remy right there. Carly Yastrzemski, nice card, lost center. Mike Torres, Skip Lockwood, Fred Lynn, and the Braves, Chris Chandler. So I'm seeing the Braves just kind of scattered around here too. So you see a lot of that in this. Here's some Royals, Dan Quisenberry. Now on the Yankees, there's Clint Hurdle, former manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates. They let him go, unfortunately. It's pretty sad. Had the new coach from the Twins, bench coach. We'll see how he ends up doing. Willie Wilson right there. Bob Watson here. Yankees on to some Yankees now. It's Ron Guidry. Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. People either love or hate him. I don't look at him from who he is as a person. I look at what he did, and like back then, I couldn't stand him. Like I said, a lot of these players, as time went on, I kind of appreciate them. I look back now and I said, wow, I got to see this guy play, on TV and whatnot, and saw some of those magic moments that he had, and it's like stuff, you remember. That's really, really cool. So got Oscar Gamble there, and Jeff Cox just kind of sliding in there for the A's. Louis Tiant, some Orioles, Flanagan, Graham and Dower, John Lowenstein, Benny Ayala. Some Oakland Athletics now. Wayne Gross, Tony Armas, Rick Langford, good pitcher for them back in the day. Some Padres, Gene Tennis, Whammy, Bob Shirley, Gary Lucas. Okay, Tigers, John Walkenfuss, Stan Pappy. Hey, Pappy. Steve Kemp, Schatzter, Milt Wilcox. All good players. There's Pete Rose again. Beautiful. Bill Madlock, Mad Dog. Dale Berra, Yogi's son. Kentacolvi Teak, Enrique Romo. Can't remember what his nickname was. All right, some Astros. Art Howell. Know him was a decent player. Coach, too, as well. Chuck Tanner. Great coach for us for a long, long time. Mike Easler. Alan Ashby for the Astros. There's Nolan Ryan. Way off center. That's a shame. What are you going to do? Nothing. Just keep on looking here. Love these old Astros uniforms. They were the ugliest thing ever, but they're still cool, though. Still cool. Some Rangers here. Billy Sample. DeMesa Garcia on the Blue Jays here. Danny Ainge is here somewhere, I believe. There's Tug McGraw, Phillies. The Mets now. Joel Youngblood. Some White Sox, Pryor and Britt Burns. Chet Lemon, great player there for them. Another Philly Sparky Lyle kind of flipping in here amongst the Mariners. Floyd Bannister. On the Angels, Bobby Grinch. Dig It On. Who else do we have here? Jason Thompson would later go on and play for the Pirates. Lonnie Smith. Ron Say, the Penguin. Steve Yeager was in there. Let's see who else. Manny Mota. Jay Johnson, the Dodgers here. On the Reds, Householder, Joe Nolan, Dan Driesen. They had a good team, too. Harry Spillman, Cesar Geronimo, Gary Matthews, Atlanta Braves. Great outfielder for them. On to the Cardinals, there's Ted Simmons, who's recently got in the Hall of Fame, so congratulations to Mr. Simmons. Mike Ivey, San Francisco Giants. Dane Orge. Down goes Frazier. George Frazier, the Cardinals. On to the Giants here, Jack Clark, looking kind of like, Yeah. I think the Giants were pretty bad then. I loved them. Saw them play at Candlestick Park one game back in the day. They were one of my favorite teams. Loved them, the Oakland A's, Pirates, Indians, right here, another one of my favorites. Just, I had a whole host of teams I liked. I usually like the teams that are, like I always say, it stunk. We're in last place, maybe had some new hot players. That's why I like the Atlanta Braves, too, at that time, too. Because Dale Murphy and whatnot. Robin Yount, Milwaukee Brewers right there, off-center card. Steve Rogers, Montreal Expos, some more Expos. Phil Niekro, Hall of Famer, off-center. You can see, like I said, like how badly some of these cards can be off-center, and some of them are actually pretty good, though. Warren Cromartie, Jerry White, more Expos. Some Red Sox, Tony Perez, Carlton Fisk. Right there, Hall of Famer, Dick Drago. Jimmy Rice, Hall of Famer. All right, we gotta get moving here. We're gonna be here for an hour. As I'm reminiscing. Willie Randolph. There, Rich Jackson right there. Goose Gossage, Hall of Famer, kind of young. Rupert Jones came over for the Mariners at that point. Yogi Berra, manager card. All happy smiles. Dr. Sensei, somewhere else. Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer there. Tippy Martinez, some A's. There was Earl Weaver, Al Bunbury. A's got Dwayne Murphy, Brian Kingman. They stunk too, but they had some good potential, the A's. Some Padres cards right there. There's Tigers, the Sweet Lou Whitaker. Yo, look at Sweet Lou. Dave Winfield right next to him. Slightly off center, top to bottom, left to right. Still a cool card, though. Sparky Anderson. There's another Pete Rose. Phil Gardner, Scrap Iron. Don Robinson. Who else we got here? On to some Astros. Joe Niekro. Joaquin Andahar. Bill Vernon, the manager there. Jose Cruz. Keith Moreland. The Phillies just slide in there. Some Rangers, Sundberg, Medic, and Oliver Scoops. Bob Baylor for the Blue Jays. Bob Walk, rookie card. Let's see. Some Mets. And some White Sox. Mike Squires. Tony La Russa. Look how young he is there. Bruce Bochy. Bake McBride, Jerry Naron, Philly amongst the Mariners. There's Tom Paciorek, got some Angels, Brian Downing, Carney Lansford, Don Baylor, Jim Fergosi manager card, Dallas Green manager card, some Dodgers, Royce and Lopes, Lasorda, Sutcliffe. Some Reds. Lee Brandt, Tom Seaver. Nice card there. Lost center. Ronnie Oster. More on the Red. On to some, Braves. Bobby Cox manager card. Then on the Cardinals. Like I said, no rhyme or reason. There's George Hendrick. Silvio Martinez. Terry Kennedy. Red Schoendeist. I think that's how you say his name. Coach. I think a Hall of Famer there. John LeMaster, not Johnny. Vita Blue. Wrigley Field in the background. John Montefusco. Some Indians. Jerry Dubinsky. Here's Dale Murphy. Young Dale Murphy. Nice card there. Saying it's really good. Dave Garcia, manager of the Indians. Mr. Don Money. Milwaukee Brewers. Buck Martinez, known as announcer. Let's see, who else we have here? Some Braves. Ben Ogilvy. One Brave. Doyle Alexander. And now on to the Expos. Tony Bernazard, Sanderson, Palmer. Okay, Dick Williams is the manager then for them. On the Red Sox, Burleson, John Tudor, that's a rookie card. What else we have here? Dwight Dewey Evans, looking kind of young there. Mr. Evans. Glenn Hubbard. Okay, on the Royals. So you can see, like, they scattered the Braves, too, throughout here. We missed anybody here? Gura, Gale, Hal McRae. Some Yankees with Bucky F. and Den. Jim Fry, Royals. Bobby Brown. Mike Davis, Oakland A's. There's Gaylord Perry. Hall of Famer there. The Jim Palmer. Let's see. There's Billy Martin giving the thumbs up. There's Mitchell Page. Always liked Mitchell Page. Steve Carlton, Cy Young winner from 1980. Nice card there. Billy Buckner. Rest in peace, Mr. Buckner. What else we got here? Cliff Johnson, A's, but with the Cubs uniform. Yvonne De Jesus, unless that's an error. I think he was in the A's at that point. I said he was in the Yankees for some reason, but the Cubs too. But okay, it might be an error, maybe not. Let's see, Roy Smalley, some Twins players here. More Astros. You get to see Dave Roberts with the Rangers uniform on. So maybe they were traded, is my guess. They never traded set this year. Here's MVP card for George Brett. Who else we got here? Mickey Rivers, Texas Rangers. Gene Michael, manager for the Yankees. Jim Essien. White Sox with the A's uniform. Rance Mulliniks. Joe Torre, manager card for the Mets. Okay, getting near the end here, folks. We enjoyed this. It's a rookie card for Steve Howell. Had his little issues there. Kiko Garcia. I like saying that name. Larry Bittner. Let's see who else. Bo Diaz. Rest in peace, Mr. Bo Diaz. Tragic story there. Unfortunately, Jim Tracy wanted to become a manager, I believe, for us. For the Bucks. Preston Hanna. Braves. Let's see who else we got here. Broderick Perkins. Mickey Hatcher. Butch Weiniger. Jared Kuzman, great pitcher there. Dennis Martinez, another great pitcher. What else we got? Jim Cott. Tim Raines, right there, rookie card. What's wrong with this? It's this right there, ding. Otherwise, the centering on this is actually really, really good. That ding knocks it down. It's a shame because it is a really nice card. Look at that centering, man. That's like all. That would be probably close to a 10 on the centering, and then this card might even be that way. But aside from if that wasn't there, that's my thoughts on that. Best hitters card, Carew and Brett. So you're gonna see cards you've probably never seen before if you're not familiar with the set. And, only see the scattered cards that people find in the Fairfield boxes. So you've probably seen a lot of players here that you are expecting to see, and cards too. So Al Hrabosky, Eric Card, lots of Eric cards, Mr. Hrabosky. I don't think there's any in this year though. Yes. Don Stanhouse. Look at that stash. Woo, boy. Okay. Getting near the end. Here's Bruce Sutter. Cubs Uni Cardinals. That's when he got traded. Rick Ruschel. Random Pirate player thrown in there. Bob Buchinko. Let's see. Danny Ainge. I don't know if this is a rookie for him or not. Obviously, we know Danny Ainge from basketball, the Celtics, but he was a good baseball player, too. People love his cards, I think, because of the multi-sport thing going on there. Mookie Wilson, that's a rookie, too. Way off center. Card there for Mr. Mookie. Ron LaFleur, Speedster. Okay, here we go, to the end. A little bit longer than I wanted to make this video, but There's Steve. It's worth it to show these and share these with everybody and look at these myself. So there's MVP card for Mike Schmidt. Bombo Rivera. I'd love to say that name too. Cy Young winner Steve Stone. Had a great year. He won the Cy Young. All right, that's it, man. This is the end here. The last card of the set is Pat Kelly with some weird thing down there. And then there's these checklist cards, and that's all she wrote. That's the end of the Donruss 1981 Donruss set. So I hope you really like this. This was fun to share this with you. We've got so many sets that I'm like in the middle of actually collating myself. Most of which we had maybe 75 to 80% of the sets, and I'm just closing out some cards and some of them. We have some full sets that I've been putting together just from randomly buying wax packs as a youngster. Was able to actually make the whole sets of some of these older years of Topps. So I cannot wait to share that stuff with you guys. But again, I'm glad you were able to watch this today. I'm glad I was able to share this with you. This is 1981 Donruss, inaugural year of Donruss baseball cards, the full set that we purchased from an LCS back in the mid 80s. And these cards are awesome, except for this one. This is a great card, but it's got a crease down the middle. We're going to replace that. So to make this set really, really good. That's about it, folks. Hey, if you're not subscribed, like you see here, subscribe below my index finger. I'm doing this thing where, with no tripod, running free here with the camera. So to show you this set. But yes, give this video a thumbs up, love the thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones. eBay store link is down below in the description. Tomorrow we have Throwback Thursday. We're going to be opening up the second part of the 1991 Donruss baseball cards, wax box. Look on a hunt for a Chipper Jones rookie card, other ones too. So you want to watch that, stick around for that. And then Friday we have got a cool repack box. It's kind of rare. We picked it up on eBay, and it's from about 7 years ago, and I can't wait to open it up, and hopefully it will be cool and a good one for us to do and for you guys to watch. So that's it for today, folks. Hey, thanks again for watching. This is John Sports Card signing off, and hey, we'll see y'all soon.